and they record it.
Oh,
So, yeah. The idea of it being there's an always open room that people can go in and have conversations, and it'll spit out 15 minutes chunks of video. And then the plan after that is to make a page on the website that's basically like raw materials. And if you want to see some chunk of raw materials published on the channel because it's got you in and you think it's a good video or something, then you can either just submit it to me direct and say this is a perfect 15 minutes right as it is, or you can edit if it's something gets split in two or something, right? Like have the conversations in 15 minutes, have the other conversations in the other half of the 15 minutes, then and you want that to be on the channel, then anybody can get those videos, raw videos, edit them, send it to me, and then it'll go up on the channel. So it's basically like a community gatekeeper. Like, yeah, if something has to be wanted to be, someone has to want something to be made into a video for it to be made into a video for the channel. But it's all made into video for raw material.
Well, basically my thought was, when I first started the channel, was that the channel is no longer just an extension of Eric's psyche, where he just bends and talks to people and his conversations go down. It's now a self-sustaining system for people to join and discuss and talk, you know what I'm saying? And I was just, I was a bit confused about what was going on. I was like, well, fucking probably never going to talk to anybody again, because I mean, I talked to somebody, but I was like, there's never going to be the channel has moved from one of recreational discussion amongst like me, you, and other people, and whoever else wants to join, to like if you imagine it as a business who just started selling stocks or something, you know what I mean?
But see, the funny thing is, I specifically have it structured so that everything is modular and separated out from everything else. By which I mean this: I still have the not always open GoToMeeting room, and if I feel like launching a GoToMeeting session the old way, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to continue making my videos the way I want to make them. We're making a video right now, Trenton. So your conclusion about this, that somehow it's changed the nature of your relationship with the channel because it's changed the nature of the channel, is proved so utterly false by this very moment that it's impossible to defend.
I'm not trying to. I was hoping to be proven wrong.
Well, there you go. You're proven wrong. The problem is also for you is that you have got the horrible experience, which I bet must fucking suck. It sucks on my end. I assume it sucks on the other end. And lots of people have had it because I'm always fucking this shit up, of having some good videos made, and then I fucked something up on it, and it's gone. It's useless. You know?
Which the video we made a good video.
Yeah, the videos that you were like, hey, upload those videos, and I said I fucked with the sound. Those were good. Yeah. Especially one of them. One of them was really good. And I was looking forward to it too. I don't remember now. Once I found out the audio was fucked up, I purged it from my soul.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that point, just disappointment. So, you had that experience as well. That always moves one's emotional center regarding something. It's disappointed you in a structural way as well as in a instead of just like a execution way. Execution ways are easier to excuse. For example, if I do a boring video, it's easier to excuse than if I fail to record a video properly.
Right. Do you think isn't that something that we talk about these things? Is it just externalizing?
What we're doing right now? Analyzing it or reviewing it or what? Or you mean wanting to watch it back again? Yeah, I think it's an SI thing. I think because we don't have good SI, when we get to watch ourselves on video, it's enlightening. Yeah. It's interesting, you know?
It's like you're an infant or some kind of animal looking at themselves in the mirror like, holy shit, that's a thing? What is that?
But you know what's interesting? All types benefit from watching themselves. Most types find the experience too spiritually challenging to really engage in the long term. Like, say, I'm going to film myself, watch myself, not be immediately pleased at the bastion of perfection that I see before me. Everybody expects themselves to be oddly perfect at things they barely have ever done before.
Yeah.
It's weird, right? Why do we all expect ourselves to be good at shit already?
I've always done that. I mean, I don't assume I do. I'm like, I took into account all the variables of which would make a person good at this thing. And whenever I decide to start, I'll be fucking great at it. But obviously I'm not. But I think that's an easy thing anyway.
Right. Well, it's the conceit of being very smart and insightful. You assume you can anticipate and extrapolate out from what you do know the rest of the system. But of course, it never works out that way. And then when you get into the system, you go, "Oh, what the fuck was I thinking?" Eventually, pool. Yeah, billiards kind of pool.
Yeah.
I've played it.
Alright, before you play it, you think, oh, fuck, I'm going to be fucking amazing at this. All I'm going to do is hit that ball, and I know I can hit it in that direction. There's fucking people getting paid millions of dollars to do this, of course. I mean, what is the like, this human's getting paid millions of dollars, what is the possible different physical movements they're doing with their stick than I can do with my fucking stick to make the fucking ball go in? You know what I mean? I'm just thinking, of course, I'll be the greatest ever.
Well, it's very equivalent to what I was talking to another person about the other night when I was struggling much less because I had much more practice at it. He was struggling with basic installing a thing on the wall kind of shit. Drill a couple holes, put a couple screws in, and hang up the hanger thing. And the reason, as I explained then, and to myself and to him, is just because we can understand it really easily.
Yeah.
Right? And just because the things we have to do are very simple does not mean the thing we're doing is easy. Yes, it's easy to understand and it's simple. That doesn't make it easy. That makes it a different kind of hard, where you have to be attentive to the detail of each task. You have to be aware that when you before you do anything, you have to know what you're going to do and why. So it's like, as an ENTP, my first instinct of giving the task right off the bat is to be like, oh, I will, I just drill a hole here and drill a hole there. And it doesn't fucking work like that, right? It just doesn't work like that. You got to put it there. You got to make sure it matches up with this. You got to measure. You got to draw little lines. You got to, put the pencil mark in. You got to double check. You get the drill. You make sure you got the right drill bit inside. You drill the little hole, and then you follow it. And you drill before you put the screw in, so you have a guide hole. And then you get the right screw and the right size drill bit. You put that drive bit into the drill. You drill the thing in, and then it's like, it's a big fucking ordeal to do this teeny little thing. That's why it drives us fucking crazy.
It thinks, when I imagine doing that, when if somebody's like, there's a task you need to do. Thankfully, there's been so many people already done this. We have a very detailed method of doing it already. And then I'm like, first off, if somebody's already fucking done this so many times, why would I do it? How's it going to help anything or anybody? Two, there's already an instruction manual, so detailed. Why? What am I going to... How am I going to learn from this?
Then you say, look, it looks like you guys got this system down. I want to congratulate you on your closed paradigm. That's excellent work. Unfortunately, my job is to open new paradigms. So I'm going to have to direct my attention elsewhere. They say. They'd be like, that guy is such a dick. That's what they're going to say.
Oh my God, dude. I was thinking about something. I was going to tell you that's pretty funny. And it's how... I've noticed every one of my professors, the healthiest ones, the ones that are like, you can tell they just have just like they have a good state of well-being. They are all motivated by the third function. It's so obvious. And it's so funny. The ENTJ teacher I had is motivated by the SE or whatever. He will fucking come into the class and talk to us about every day about how to kayaks and shit. He will not shut the fuck up. I spent nice day on the lake. I wish I wasn't here right now. It's so nice outside. I wish I was on the lake with my kayak right now. So, and then the INT teachers I have, he will not, all he talks about, he comes in, like, perfectly well dressed, he has, like, he gives us these quizzes and shit, and they're all spiked out where you couldn't possibly get anything wrong. And, like, when you couldn't possibly misremember anything. And he's like, Jack. He's not Jack, but he walks out. He's like, yeah, I like to work out. It's really good, really stress stuff. And it's like, he is a... it's so detached, I don't know. It seems like successful people, the most healthy people have completely figured out a way to contextualize their fourth function in another function to use it without actually using it. You know what I mean? Like somebody who's like learned to use, like an IT who's learned to use FE, but not actually using FE, but using TI to know when and not when to do things in certain situations.
Well, I think for us, the SI thing, it's boiled down to this. Learn the art of doing that one or two simple things that don't really seem to be worth bothering to do because they're just a couple little simple things, right?
Yeah.
Because SI is built of a succession of little tasks. And NTPs, just as we don't think it's worth it to hear instructions about how to drill a couple of holes that hang down into the wall, because how difficult could it possibly be? Because the task in the hole is so simple, right? We feel the same way about SI shit. Well, why do I need to do that little thing? That's just one little teeny thing that has no big picture impact. But of course it does if you have a habit of succession of doing little things. And so the trick is, I'm trying to work, this is what I'm working on right now, is trying to remember, like, look, when you think, take the trash out, just take the fucking trash out. Don't put it off till later. Right? That's why I try to tell them, shit like that, little shit. I'm not trying to win any big wars against SI. I'm just trying to use it smarter so it doesn't hurt. And also to SI the important stuff and not, so like, yeah, do little tasks. Like important stuff are keep the house in basic cleanliness. That's important. Pay the bills. That's important. What's not important? Make the bed. That's not important. It doesn't matter because if I make it, it's just a looks thing. And when I get back into bed, I'm going to unmake it again. So there's no purpose in making the bed. There is purpose in having sheets. Okay, it's like this is the big step for me. I now have sheets. I never in the past. I was like, well, why do I need that for? I just lie on the mattress and put the cover on top of me. But that's fucking stupid.
When I first got my room or whatever, like I went through the same thing. I was like, there are two reasons. One, I would make my bed. One, for just good etiquette in the house to have your bed made up. But there's nobody going to be here. There's no one that's going to be
If you're a guest at somebody else's house, good reason to make your bed. That's a good reason. If you're a guest at someone else's house, but not at your own room, right?
Mm-hmm. And then I read something about it's even better for like there's a less chance of like dust mites getting in your bed or bed bugs if you don't make it up, because when you make it up, it's like that how being in that same position all the time with some texture and shit or something like that, you know what I mean? Being in the same position, let's say you sleep on one side of the bed and this other side of the bed every day. So that basically that other side of the bed is just there, just fucking marinating under the sheets. Those fucking bugs, you know, they're never moving, never getting any sunlight, it's all. But you don't make the bed up, shit's always getting fucked up, so there's never any comfort in anything.
A lot of roll around too much anyway. So. I got to go because I got to go to work. But I'm going to be back on later tonight. I may or may not join the big group things. The thing is, what I get the sense of and what I like and what the whole point of it is that they don't necessarily, the person who's in there and sort of taking charge and playing host probably doesn't necessarily want me in there, you know, because they're doing their thing and I don't want to interrupt their thing. The other point is I'd like to have multiple rooms going on concurrently. And the thing is, to do that, the auto record room's always recording. So it makes more sense for me to do a different recording in a different room because they don't have two recordings. You know?
I have a question for you before you go.
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about what you're going to do if you suddenly lose interest in this?
First of all, that's impossible. But second of all, I mean, at some point it'll become self-sustaining regardless. It won't require, there'll be a lot of people being hosts and there'll be a lot of different voices and stuff. And that's what I want. I mean, I want it to be inclusive. It's supposed to be an umbrella under which various people can make shit, comment upon each other's shit on video and stuff. But more specifically, that it's a community that's also, it's an audience as well as a community of opportunity to participate. It's a participatory audience umbrella makeage playtime extravaganza.
I don't know how you could ever lose interest in that.
Right.
As long as you have an active role in it, I don't think you'll ever lose interest.
Yeah, I don't imagine losing interest either. I mean, this is my dream come true. The thing is, even if I lost interest in a whole bunch of group stuff, I'd always have interest in being able to vlog. It's extremely therapeutic for me. I can't imagine not doing it. Because how many of our thoughts get wasted? We think so many thoughts a day, and how few of them get onto some sort of recorded medium where they're not lost to time, lost to the ages.
Yeah. And
go ahead.
I think at some point, you've done this long enough that it is so invested in SI. I don't think it's ever going to go away, Because we use SI very little, and when we do use it, we'd like to have certain things to go back on. And I think like you said, you've already established this as your therapeutic outlet. It's not going to go away. You know what I mean?
This is my everything, more or less. It's like when I'm happy, I like to come on here and laugh it up with the friends. When I'm sad, I tend to not seek the group shit. I tend to make the solo videos. When I'm feeling creative, I'll make a song. I mean, it's like everything I do has significance because it gets to be seen by other people. And then when I do choose to have a significant moment in private, which is very rare because I don't really get off on that very much, but when I do, it's usually with my animals, right? I'm petting my animals alone, and I don't. And not like in the middle. But I mean, it's my animals and me. It's like I don't need to share that with anybody. That's our time. I don't need to share me loving the dogs because, first of all, it's incredibly boring to anybody else. But that I get is like a personal experience, not for sharing with other people, really. But everything else, it always seems to me to be better if it's visible to others. If it has an audience. I don't know why. I'm just that way.
It's not about me, I suppose.
I guess so. But it's not just FB. It's like it's consistent with my TI methodology as a solvency to defend NE. I think NE's developed this massive TI model to defend NE. This is why we're so rock solid about all these various things. We fight shit out. We avoid hypocrisy. We try to be consistent with our own principles because we're anticipating that we know we're gonna run afoul. That's what we do. It's our nature. We run afoul of shit, right? And so we want to make sure when we do run afoul that we run afoul in ways that don't have bad consequences for us, and that if there must be bad consequences, they'd be bad consequences for the other guy.
Right. Okay. I have a video topic when you get back, and it's a truly sociopathic entity. Like, not sociopathic in the, like, if they were abused in their childhood, but like truly they have a biological, even like objectively verifiable lack of empathy. And
let's talk about it later. Absolutely. For Shizzo. I'm leaving this room open. I'll see you later, Taylor. I still expect one of the kids to come in here at some point. So anyway, I'll leave it here, the room open, but I'm going to bail. I got to go to work and take the other computer. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for being here. All up to this video.
See you, man.
See ya.